until the game starts, I should say. Panthers took on the Cheesemakers right before Christmas break and beat the brakes off of them, beat them by about 50 points. And I have it on good authority from the girls that they expect much more of the same tonight. They're going to try and repeat that game. That game was Saturday, the 10th of December, and the final score on that one was 77-22. So a bit of a blowout, and I have been told that they're expecting much of the same tonight. I've been told from Claire Tracy herself that she wants to break out of this slump. She's going to go for, she said she wants to go for the record tonight from the three-point line, so she told me earlier today. So we'll see if that comes to fruition for her and the rest of this girls' team as they bring in the Cheesemakers. And, of course, now alongside me, Evan Miles. They don't know the game tonight. Practice finished up, so Evan's joining me up here on OCA Media. Evan?
I think this is going to be a good matchup. The Oregon Panthers should go ahead and win this one, but it's going to be good to see them out and play.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to rebound off of the game last Saturday against Sauk Prairie. They kind of got just shut down, beaten every facet in that one. And a little rebound for them tonight as they face an easier opponent in the Badger Conference. Right now they're sitting at about 4th or 3rd in the conference, and Monroe is dead last. So a bit of an easier opponent after coming off of, again, that Sauk Prairie loss. And
who's ahead? Who's ahead in the conference?
Oh, I believe it's Reedsburg in first place, and then Edgewood and Sauk, and then Oregon. So, yeah. But now, as we get to getting closer to this game action, we'll pass it over to our PA announcer for some announcements, the national anthem, you know, getting closer to action here in Oregon High School.
And welcome to Oregon High School for today's Badger Conference basketball matchup. Please welcome our visitors, the Monroe Cheesemakers, and your Oregon Panthers. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise, remove your caps, and join in the singing of our national anthem. Good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. On behalf of the Oregon Athletic Director, Brittany Spencer Grant, good luck to all coaches and competitors. We hope that everyone will enjoy today's event in the spirit of positive sportsmanship. This week is National Sports Officials Appreciation Week. All over the country, we take time this week to recognize and thank all the women and men who take time to officiate high school sports. Regardless of the sport, our student athletes could not play the games they love without the effort and commitment put forth by our officials. Please join me in thanking all officials, and in particular, our officials for tonight's game, Andrew Martins, Mike Wallace, and Barry Davis. We appreciate your time, dedication, and commitment to high school sports. Thank you for all you do. And now, here are the starting lineups. First, for the visitors from Monroe. Number 3, Abigail Matley. Number 11, Sydney Conway. Number 22, Taylor Jacobson. Number 24, Allison Wenzel. And number 32, Sophia Douglas. And now, your Oregon Panthers. Number 10, Caitlin Studemaker. Number 15, Delaney Nine and Ice. Number 14, Clara Tracy. Number 22, Livy Nice. And number 34, Sam Schmidt.
Well, it's about that time now. We're ready up here. The girls are ready down there. The student section's ready. The band is ready. And it's time to go here from Oregon High School. The Panthers and the Cheesemakers going to battle here on this Thursday night on OCA Media. Once again, I'm Luke Marks alongside Evan Miles. We're going to have it all here for you on OCA Media.
Be interesting to see how this one kicks off, Luke.
Yeah, I'm expecting a Panther run early, and we'll see how quickly they get into this.
Interesting alignment on the tip-off. Kind of just gave it to Oregon.
Yeah, definitely. Had Sam back by herself there, and no one really else contesting. It's Clara Tracy with it. Now Panthers getting to a 4-out 1-in look. They cut from Sam Schmidt with the right hand. Layup is good, and the Panthers in about 12 seconds have their first lead of the night.
Great take from Sam Schmidt. Aggressive, strong.
Bounce pass ahead, Panthers press, and the ball's tipped around, stolen by Olivia Nice. Olivia Nice with the left hand layup is good. 4-0 Panthers early.
Monroe is not handling this press well whatsoever. It's looking like the Panthers are going to keep this on.
Yeah, Coach Wamsey, last time the Panthers played against the Baraboo Thunderbirds, were up 60, still pressing, so I imagine that he'll keep this press on for quite a while. Foul, it's going to go against Olivia Nice.
She's an aggressive defender. You don't want her to pick up too many fouls early.
Here's Sydney Conway with it, goes over to Taylor Jacobson. Jacobson trapped at the left elbow and had to work it back outside for Monroe. Baseline drive, and an offensive foul is going to come against Jacobson. Kind of pushed Caitlin Studebaker over there on the baseline drive, extending that left arm, and offensive foul is the call. So it'll be Panther basketball here. About a minute in, it's 4-0, and an early lead for Oregon is what you'd like to see after that loss last Saturday. Kind of got out too far early, and here's Nineheist working on the right block, kind of picks up her dribble, finds Clara Tracy, who's going to open the three-point line, and that one's no good. Errant pass comes from Studebaker. Schmidt not able to save that one to her own teammate, but a turnover for the Panthers. Here are the Cheesemakers. Mid-range jumper there is no good from Sophia Douglas, and here come the Panthers again. Schmidt, she works right for Clara Tracy. Of course, this ever so young Panther team, 0 seniors on this Oregon team, so just going to be even better next year. Swing all the way over the right side. Sam Schmidt, her three is good. Press again from the Panthers. It's Studebaker going to pick up Jacobson. Drop off. So not exactly heavy pressure. Here comes the more aggressive style. That one's a mid-range shot. No good again for Douglas. Opposite side, but similar shot for her. And Up ahead quickly come the Panthers in transition. Olivia Nice pops open, but the pass is not going to be handled by her. Out of bounds it goes, so Monroe will take over on the errant play from the Panthers. Jacobson is pressured. She has to give up to Allison Wanschel, who's in trouble, and here comes Nineheist forcing that one out of bounds. Pass intended for Sophia Douglas, never got through to her. 7-0 is the Panther lead here, 2.5 minutes into this one. Inbounds goes to Taylor Jacobson. Now Sydney Conway works right with it. Double comes. Schmidt leaves Abigail Matley, but to no avail. The Monroe open shot here. Taylor Jacobson takes one. It's no good as well. And again, the Panthers in transition. Olivia Nice, left-handed layup is going to be pretty easy for her. She's run past the defense. Jacobson looks like the main ball handler for Monroe, and here's a pass up ahead to Wanschel now. That one is no good off the hands of Abigail Matley. Back again comes the the Panthers. Panthers looking to make it 11-0 to start this game. A errant pass, thought it might have been a foul against Monroe down low, but ends up being a turnover for the Panthers. Wanschel passes inside of Jacobson. She works through two defenders and flips it up around Nineheist, and it's going to be a miss. Nice running in transitions, finds Clara Tracy. That one's good. Clara Tracy finally knocks down a three. I believe it was an 0 for 8 clip for her before knocking down that one. Last three dated back to about 2 weeks ago against Reedsburg. Timeout comes from Monroe as the lead is 12-0.
Panthers seem to be playing well as a team. Everyone's getting their shots in their buckets.
Hey, 12-0 is obviously great for the Panthers, but it was to be expected as these girls set a team that they really wanted to get out and kind of run around with. And they're doing just that, forcing turnovers in transition, just kind of cleaning up every missed shot. I don't think there's been a single second chance opportunity for Monroe yet, and that's always good to see.
Monroe inbounding.
Two subs came in off that last timeout, and here we see one of them in the form of Sophie Gollum-Whiskey, and that layup missed by, looks like Jacobson. Back the other way again, the Panthers, and Olivia Nice is going to run all the way inside herself. Layup is missed. Nineheist cleans up the rebound for the Panthers. It's like a zone from Monroe, maybe. No, I think it is a 2-3, and a foul on the way up. Olivia Nice going to shoot 2 free throws. I think it's a 2-3 zone or some variation, but.
Yeah, the Monroe coach seems to be switching it up after the 12-0 run early.
Going to have to if you get down 12. Something clearly isn't working.
Absolutely, Luke.
First one is no good from Olivia Nice. Now the second is good, and it's 13-0. See how long these Cheesemakers go without a score. There's really close to a travel there, but no travel. Steal, though, for the Panthers, and Sam Schmidt's going to get an easy layup. It's 15-0 now. Coach Wamsley looks just as focused as he was when it was 0-0. That's the type of Wamsley we're used to seeing. That's going to be a double dribble.
It's a good call by the ref.
Yeah, tough angle for him, but, able to get the call correctly as we see it up here. Drive from Tracy. She works back out to Schmidt. Left wing, they go to the elbow for Olivia Nice. She's going to drive, pull up, kick out to Studebaker. That one's no good, but a foul think it's going to be 3 free throws coming, and Coach Patrick Kenny just confused with Gollum-Whiskey on why she even decided to go into Caitlin, which is going to give her 3 free throws. First one is no good. You got to wait for 2 free throws to sub in there, as Douglas was attempting to come back into the game. Second one is good from Studebaker. McKenna Carroll checks into the game, and same can be said with Brooke Bastion, as Claire Tracy and Blaine Nienhuis are going to get their first rest of the night. Third free throw coming from Studebaker. That one was good.
A blowout is an understatement right now, Luke. Monroe needs to really get something going on offense if they want to stay in the game.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely couldn't agree more. Comes the drive, flipping up an awkward-looking shot. Abigail Matley, not even close. Studebaker back the other way, and that one is tipped, but it's going to stay with the Panthers. Sam Schmidt quickly able to get back to the ball. Bastion at the right wing. They go inside to Carroll. She's forced to kick it back out after some tough defense. You know, entry to Olivia Nice. Nice tried to give a bounce pass to Carroll, but that one was off the feet of McKenna Carroll. A jump ball forced by Olivia Nice. Possession arrow points to Monroe. It's still pointing to Monroe. They're probably going to end up getting 2 possessions off of jump balls if that happens. Bastion gets her hand on that one. Pressure definitely coming quickly now. Panthers. But Monroe does get it across. 17-0 now, just 6 minutes into this one. Carroll tips that one out of the hands of Lusinger. Back comes Studebaker. Here is Sam Schmidt with it at the right wing. They go inside to Carroll. She's fouled on the way up.
The Panthers seem to be very disciplined defensively. Not reaching, just playing good, hard defense.
Sophia Douglas was the one who committed the foul on that one. So Carroll will shoot 2 free throws here for the Panthers, and first one is up and good from her. Second one is no good. Rebound tipped around, able to be kept in by Caitlin Studebaker, but she does throw it into the hands of Allison Wunschel. Foul comes against the Panthers there on the attempt to bring it across for Monroe. This looks like Sam Schmidt's the one who's going to pick up the first. Pressure from the Panthers. Good job by Jacobson. Ahead to Wunschel now. Monroe works it all the way to the corner here for Sophia Douglas. Now Jacobson tries to go with a bounce pass inside to Abigail Matley. It's stolen away.
Good pass by Olivia.
Yeah, great pass by Olivia. Unfortunately, McKenna Carroll not able to get the turnaround with the right hand to go, but once again, another good shot from the Panthers there. Risky pass. Carroll didn't really attempt to go for the steal per se, and that is going to be a foul on the floor against Carroll. Kind of got her hand tied up. Inbounds pass going to come from Monroe here. Pull up mid-range is no good for Monroe. Offensive rebound is not going to be what ends up happening there. So back again come the Panthers. Opportunity missed for Monroe there. Left-hand layup is good from Schmidt. Good attack to the basket there. Not the easiest layup, but she gets that one to go, and that's going to be a jump ball. Good active hands from Schmidt, keeping your hands inside, and it's going to go to the Panthers.
Luke, if you're the Monroe coach, what are you telling your players offensively? Get something to work.
I mean, they need to attack, I feel like, more inside. They're settling for some bad looks, but overall, you just got to make sure that the passes you're throwing are more controlled. They're trying to pick bad passing lanes and just not finding anything. There's a miss from Carroll, and the follow from Nineheis is good. It's 22-0 now. Bastian attempting to go for the steal, doesn't quite get there, and puts a shoulder into Brindley Roy. The 4th Panther foul already, so Monroe may get a chance at some points from the free throw line to get in the Toro Horse Insurance scoreboard, as they have not been able to do so far. No real open passes there. They get into Roy though. Bastian coming from the other side, does get the steal. Throws it ahead to Schmidt, excuse me. Finds Nineheis. She kicks it out to Tegan Schenecker. Tegan will work inside, find Bastian. Good ball movement by the Panthers. There's a 3 from Schmidt. It's no good. Rebound tipped around, yet controlled from Monroe. Pressure again from the Panthers. Relentless, even while still being up 22-0. Careful, the Monroe player doesn't step out of bounds there. There's a pull-up from, looked like Wunschel, is no good. Back the other way, it's the Panthers for Brooke Bastian.
Great rebounding by the Panthers. I don't think Monroe's had one offensive rebound so far.
Yeah, good pass from Sham Schmidt, setting up Nineheis, no good. Rebound, that's gonna go out of bounds off of Monroe, so. I mean, 3 offensive rebounds for the possession for that possession for the Panthers. Here's Reese Evans gonna take Sam Schmidt's place. 3 subs come in from Monroe there, as Taylor Jacobson's back into the game, as well as Lindsay Lusinger and also Abigail Matley. Here is Tegan Schenecker with the ball. She works to the right side and gives up to Evans. Clock down below 10 minutes in the first half now. Monroe yet to get in that scoreboard. Good pass inside for Carroll. That one goes off the hands of Sofia Golombiski. Good defensive play by her to tap that one out of bounds, not giving Carroll too easy of a look inside, but Panther ball just the same. That one tipped by Sydney Conway out of bounds. So some good ball pressure coming from the Cheesemakers still, though. No turnovers forced. Once again there, more pressure. This one is going to be a turnover, and that's going to be a foul against Bastian. So Oregon now with just 1 foul to give. Still 9.5 minutes to go. So more than likely, Monroe is going to see bonus free throws here in the first half. Monroe still with 2 to give. That one off the hands of Sofia Golombiski out of bounds, and we're going to see the sophomore Claire Tracy come back into the game for Brooke Bastian. Looks like Clara will play the point for Oregon in this possession. So once again, great pressure from Oregon, forcing lots of turnovers, getting good looks on offense, and just couldn't ask for anything more, as there's a great pass from Carroll setting up her counterpart, Delaney Nineheis, for another easy layup. 24-0 now. I haven't seen anything like this in quite a while out of any team that I've been watching. Just a careless turnover from Abigail Matley, not looking quite like it mattered to her whether that ball went out of bounds or not. Didn't show much aggressive chase for it once it went off of her hands. Kind of watched it just dribble out of bounds.
It's hard to keep the morale up when you're losing 24 up.
I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right.
That's just the harsh reality.
Yeah. Taylor Jacobson back to the bench in place of Allison Wunschel. Here's Evans in the corner, firing away from 3. It's no good. Rebound controlled by Golombiski.
Good outlet.
Pull-up 3 from Leisinger is no good. Offensive rebound for Golombiski. So the first offensive rebound of the night for Monroe comes with 8.5 minutes left in the first half. So that one flipped up an air ball. Nineheis gonna get the rebound using that height that she has over pretty much every other player on the court at all times, usually. Here's Tracy again, another 3. That one rims out. Rebound looked like it went off McKenna Carroll, so it's gonna be Monroe basketball here. Still down 24-0. So Panthers, of course, sitting in a pretty good spot. Coach Wamsley still looking content, I would say, is the look he's giving his players right now, but of course, Coach Wamsley shows no mercy. We saw that a couple weeks ago at Baraboo, and I expect just the same against Monroe. Drive and kick from Monroe. Here is Wunschel. They swing it across to the right side. Panthers in a man-to-man defense now. They usually run a 2-3 zone, but we see a different look out of them now, up 24-0. That three is blocked by the lengthy Nineheis. Got a hand on that. Abigail Matley just rejected by Nineheis. Great defense by Delaney.
The Panthers' defense right now is absolutely shut down.
So a baseline drive there from Wunschel, throws it off of the thigh of Reese Evans. Olivia Nice back into the game from McKenna Carroll. Evan, I couldn't have said it better myself. Absolutely shut down defense. And I mean, when you see the score on that Doris Insurance scoreboard is 24-0, I think that's what you can presume.
I'm not sure they'll score before the first half at this rate.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they come with bonus free throws, and that's the only way they can get points on the board because they're just not getting really anything. There is a three, as we say it, missed. Another openish, pretty open look there from Sydney Conway. You got to get those to go, and unfortunately for Monroe, not going to fall through the basket, and it's out of bounds to the Panthers. Caitlin Studebaker checked back into the game for Delaney Nineheis here. Here's Schenecker with it in the 3-2 zone, passes inside to Studebaker, and foul on Monroe. That's Abigail Matley. It's going to be on the floor. So 5 fouls apiece for each team. 1 to give now for both squads. They go over the top on the safety valve to Studebaker. Entry to Olivia Nice. She works inside left hand. Good take to the hoop. Strong take with the left hand. Almost getting the layup to go, but 2 free throws coming for the sophomore, number 22, Olivia Nice. Looking to make it 26-0 here on OCA Media. Just an absolute domination so far of the Cheesemakers. See, I said it a couple minutes ago, but I really haven't seen anything like this in my career as an announcer here for the Panthers. No points over 10 minutes into the half is just something you don't really ever see in any sport. Back the other way, Jacobson looking to change that perhaps for Monroe here is troubled, but wide open inside. There is the first point for the Cheesemakers, coming to the hand of Sophia Douglas. Comes on a little miscommunication error from the Panthers in that zone defense. Here's Tracy. Had a good look at a three, passes it up for a right-handed layup, and unfortunately for her, it's no good off the front of the rim. Tried to get the rebound, couldn't quite get her hands to it. So now, once again, Taylor Jacobson, the senior from Monroe. Here's Jacobson again, 6 minutes to go in the first half. Olivia Nice almost getting a hand of that one. Here is Leisinger. Entry pass to Wunschel, and Allison Wunschel draws the foul. She's going to shoot 2, and that is also the last foul to give for Oregon. So any more fouls are going to be bonus free throws, the 1-and-1. Same can be said for the Cheesemakers, as they're also sitting at 6 fouls. Front end is good from Allison Wunschel.
Seems like Monroe is starting to get things figured out offensively.
I mean, yeah, they've had some pretty good looks all throughout the first half, and finally getting them to go here, and that layup happened from Douglas, and now free throws and an offensive rebound. Don't know what that errant buzzer was. We're gonna have a ref stoppage, and they're gonna just go from inbounds instead after the errant buzzer from Coach Stace over there on the scorer's table. Monroe inbounding now. They get into Leisinger. Her shot 3 is gonna go through. Lindsay Leisinger, 5'3" guard for Monroe. Sam Schmidt works left with the ball, goes baseline.
Good pass. Oh,
beautiful pass to Nineheis, and a great setup from Sam Schmidt. Draws 3 defenders to the baseline, and Nineheis off the cut with an easy layup. Thrown ahead quite a distance there. Sophia Douglas airballs the triple. Does go off the hands of Sam Schmidt out of bounds, so it is going to be Monroe basketball. Cheesemakers down 26-6 right now. Kind of got things going after being down 24-0 at the 6-minute mark. That one's off the hands of Jacobson out of bounds, so be Panther basketball now after the turnover. Here is Schmidt. Dump off to Nice. Good pass to Nine Heist, but Jacobson just rips it right out of her hands. Got to be a little stronger with the basketball. Tough as she got that one right off the bounce and not able to get two hands to it quite yet, so Jacobson struck at the right time. Here is Jacobson with the right hand. The floater is good. Tough look from Taylor Jacobson. Makes it look pretty easy. Lead now down to 18 for the Panthers. Here's Studebaker. Caitlin works right with it.
Seems like Monroe's been able to turn things around ever since they got into this 2-3 look on defense. They've slowed Oregon down a little bit.
It's a good look for Schmidt. Doesn't get it to go, but another follow from Olivia Nice. And when you're getting offensive rebounds at the rate the Panthers are, there's not much you can do as the Monroe team to stop them from scoring at will. So that's what they've done so far tonight. Olivia Nice there picks off the pass. 3-on-1. Pass was tipped by Jacobson. Not able to be controlled, and it's going to go out of bounds off of her. Bastion in for Clara Tracy. Two subs for Monroe. Olivia Nice was wide open off the inbounds. Kick out to Studebaker. Wide open three is good. Caitlin Studebaker knocks down the triple. It's 31-8 now with 3:40 remaining in our first half here on OCA Media. Panthers, absolute whooping of the Monroe Cheesemakers. Taylor Jacobson works inside, finds a good pass, and now Leisinger's three is off right. It's a good pass to Conway. Surprised she didn't shoot that one herself. Panthers didn't really see ball. Lucky enough.
Good no-look. Good no-look pass.
Yeah, Studebaker, the court vision from her, basketball IQ, knowing that Olivia Nice would be in that area. And she draws the foul, so 1-and-1 free throw is going to come.
Kind of reminds me of me on the court, seeing plays before they happen.
I love that, Evan. Yeah, that does remind me of you. You know, of course, great player leading these Panthers to what could be a conference championship this year. We'll see down the line. Panthers got a game tomorrow night. You guys play in Reedsburg tomorrow, I know. I'm trying currently to see if I can get attendance to that one. And of course, another conference game, another chance for the Panthers. If they win that one and Edgewood comes out not on top tomorrow, they will be in sole possession of first place in the conference, which of course you'd love to see. And it's going to play a factor coming down the line towards the boys conference championship tournament, whether it's going to be hosted here, could be hosted at Edgewood, could be between two different schools. We don't know quite yet, and we'll find out about, I believe, something like 8 games left in the regular season for you guys, 7 conference. You got 1 non-conference left against McFarland. That's going to be a good game. McFarland's been a real good team this year. Of course, last year you guys set a school record for points, but this year that'll be a completely different type of ball game.
Yeah, they're playing good right now. It'll be a good matchup.
As we talk about that, a foul goes against the Panthers. It's going to be some free throws coming here for Monroe. Looks like I believe, yeah, that's Sydney Conway. Sub is in for the Panthers. Brooke Bastion going to pop a squat, and Tegan Schedeker into the game. That one goes off back iron, rattles around about 17 times. No good, though. Here comes Schmidt, quickly working in transition. Sam had Tegan Schedeker behind her wide open. Instead, Nine Ice pulls up and knocks down the midi. 35-8, 2.5 to go in the first half. Of course, as we're talking about conference boys, Al Dang, of course, not playing for Edgewood right now, down with a injury. We'll see if he gets back in time, because Edgewood's been on a little bit of a skid, which has allowed you guys to come back into it. Of course, you guys are playing great basketball. Do you believe Casey's back tomorrow? Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, he'll be back tomorrow.
So another pickup for this Panthers team who's been riding high lately, just been playing some great basketball. And one of their best players, of course, you and him, I would say the two best players in the team. You're just gonna continue to get even better and better as you go down the line, and of course that's gonna help your chances as we head towards conference, as we head towards playoffs. Of course, you guys playing in the Division I bracket, that section you guys are playing in is gonna be an absolute gauntlet. We'll see if you guys got another magical run in you as you did last year. Here, about 1:15 left on the clock in the first half. Panthers get that lead up to 29, and it's time out for Monroe. So, yeah, of course, these girls still battling for a chance to play for the conference championship. Still going to play Reedsburg again this year. Still going to play Edgewood again one more time. Those are the two teams that are in the top of the conference that have looked beatable. Panthers lost overtime to Reedsburg. They lost on a game winner to the Edgewood Crusaders. If you remember that one, we had that for you on OCA Media like about a month and a half ago at this point. It's been a little while. Season's flying by. We're getting closer to playoffs for both boys and girls, and soon enough we're going to have spring sports. Baseball's coming, track's coming. Of course, you guys know we have girls soccer, defending state champions, 13 peak conference champions, which is just a crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
Shows the domination that our school, Oregon, has at soccer, whether it's at the conference level or, of course, now you can look back 3 straight state championships, 2 from the boys and 1 from the girls, and the girls look to continue that. And another timeout from Monroe, so about a half of a possession before Monroe calls another timeout. 1:25 seconds on the clock. 30-second timeout this time from Coach Kenny. Probably just didn't like what he saw defensively from the Panthers. Might have switched something up, gone back into that zone look. We'll see what Coach Walmsley draws up out of this timeout, as well as the Cheesemakers, see if they want to get a good shot. See what Coach Kenny has for his girls before the half. Here is Leisinger with it, defended by Reese Evans. Clamp defense, just at all levels for the Panthers. Of course, JV girls, we didn't have that one for you. Won by about 40 points. Leisinger almost travels there, not quite. And clock ticks below a minute left now, so that's going to be a foul on Tegan Schenecker. Noah kicked ball against Olivia Nice, stuck her foot out, got a piece of that one. And that one, pretty bad pass there as she kind of throws it right to Olivia Nice. Not much Livy had to do to get the steal there, and then runs into Jacobson. They call a foul on Taylor. That is the 8th team foul for Monroe. So one or more one-on-one free throws. Evan, of course, want to say congratulations to you for signing your letter of intent, heading to Moorhead for next fall. Going to go play alongside, of course, former running back Teague Zudi in the NSIC. Great conference up there in the upper Midwest. Going to be some fun times watching you and the development of your game at the next level. There's a missed 3 from Wunschel. Anything you want to say about that before we end our half here?
It's just exciting, and I'm excited to get up there and start working after this year. Get to work.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't say more. Here's a 3 from Schmidt. She knocks it through. Second chance points. 3 more for Sam Schmidt.
Schmidt has really been playing well recently. She's gotten her groove back.
Yeah, a couple games with low scoring for Sam, but now in these last couple kind of up the ante. And the Panthers are going to need out of her down this stretch. 41-8. 10 seconds away from halftime here in OCA Media. We'll see if Monroe draws up for the end. Clock down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leisinger not even close on the final shot before halftime here in OCA Media. It's 41-8 as we head to halftime. And We'll be back with the start of the second half in just a few minutes. You're watching Panther Basketball on OCA Media. Well, we're ready to get back into the second half of here tonight's Panther basketball game against Monroe Cheesemakers. As we begin the second half of this exciting game, I'd like to remind you that this game is brought to you with support from our generous sponsors. Bill's Food Center, Stoughton Health, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Join our team today and help support our student athletes. And by the Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon cares. Forest Insurance is our scoreboard sponsor for Panther basketball, specializing in personal, business, and life insurance. Locally owned since 1978. Fortunately, I do not believe Evan will be rejoining us in the second half. He had to, I believe, something to talk to with, of course, our AD, Brittany Spencer-Grant, and Mr. Pliner about some payment for reffing, and so I may be doing the second half by myself. I don't know for sure. Evan might be joining me in a few minutes. Entry pass to Jacobson. The layup is no good. Oh, never mind. Here he comes. Jacobson, baseline drive, kick out, and a head fake from Conway. Conway at the elbow here. Here is Douglas, stolen away by Olivia Nice. Back again come the Panthers. Claire Tracy wide open for three, misses that. Nineheist puts it back up and good. Back again is Evan. Here are the Cheesemakers. Pull up three, no good from Conway. Offensive rebound over Sam Schmidt, and a foul.
Questionable call from the refs right there. Sam Schmidt appeared to be straight up.
That one is no good as well for Matley as she misses both free throws. Claire Tracy's going to travel and didn't pass the ball as she took the jab step, and fortunately that's a turnover. Here are the Cheesemakers. This is Sydney Conway again with it. Conway finds Allison Wunschel. Wunschel works right, gives up to Taylor Jacobson. Here is an entry pass intended for Matley, stolen away. Back comes Sam Schmidt. Schmidt works inside. Excellent pass to Olivia Nice, not rewarding her though, and no pass. Here is Olivia Nice in the defense. Pokes that one out of the hands of Douglas. Jacobson able to keep it with Monroe though. Here's Matley, kicks back out to Wunschel. Pass inside intended for Matley, stolen away by the Panthers. Sam Schmidt on the steal. Here comes Claire Tracy inside, right hand layup is no good. The follow is blocked. Here is a drive from Conway, kick back out to Jacobson, jab, step, pull up from three, it's no good. Rebound gonna be secured by Sam Schmidt of the Panthers. Here is Clara Tracy with it, right corner. Gives up to Olivia Nice, Nice. Kicks to Studebaker, who finds Tracy, another missed three from Clara. More low-scoring start to the second half, 3 minutes in, and only 2 points been put on the board by either side. Here is Conway again with it. May find Jacobson. Top of the key. Nineheist tight defense. Here is Sophia Douglas. Douglas gives it to Jacobson. Jacob works left and is, don't know if she swatted away or just didn't get enough power in the shot, but nonetheless, Panthers, here they come again.
Nice cross.
That's a good head fake, wide open. You expected to shoot that, but hey, there's a three from Sam Schmidt. Unselfish play from Studebaker, gets another open look, and Sam Schmidt rewarding Caitlin with a assist. Always, of course, love to see that. I know when you pass up shots like that in favor of assists and the players don't score or then don't take shots, it's not exact. It's kind of upsetting. And Evan, of course, I know you're big with assists. Had 14 of those things against Portage.
Yes, sir.
That was a big game, number that I have not seen very many times in high school basketball, to say the least. 3 subs in for Monroe. That one is going to be stolen away by Sam Schmidt. A jump ball. It's going to be Panther basketball here off of the jump. Here's Sam Schmidt with it. 46-8 your score. Panthers looking to go up 40. Caitlin Studebaker wide open. More of a zone look here from Monroe. Saw that a little bit in the first half. Sam Schmidt gonna miss on the 3 attempt. Nineheist gathers the rebound, controls the ball, and finds Caitlin Studebaker.
Not sure why they're playing zone right now. The Panthers' strengths seem to be that they can shoot the ball well.
Of course, that's the one weakness of zone. And again, on a 3 is missed by Schmidt. Missed 2 of those in the possession, but overall, like you said, Panthers have just been shooting exceptionally well. Here are the Cheesemakers again, looking to get some offensive creativity. Leisinger goes ahead and passes to Taylor Jacobson. They swing to the left side for Sydney Wunschel. Here's Leisinger with it. She's going to set a screen. And now the give to Abigail Matley. Good pass to Leisinger. Pulls up from 3. It's no good. Panthers. Sam Schmidt wanted a foul. She was being dragged away from the rebound by Matley and rewarded are the Cheesemakers with a jumper. Good pass across the court from Schmidt. And a good move by Olivia. Nice and one. Really soft touch off the super high glass. Falls right through the hoop, and Nice is going to get a free throw for a chance at a 3-point play. 4 subs were waiting for Oregon. Only, actually 3 subs, only 2 of them came in, and 3 need to come in. Need to have 3 people come out of the game. There we go. Studebaker, Tracy, and Nineheist come out of the game. Carol Evans and Bastion in. Tegan Schenecker awaits Olivia Nice. Free throw is good, so here comes that sub. Here now Taylor Jacobson calling out a set for Monroe. 49-10 now, lead not quite at 40, and a block from Schenecker off the recovery. Good recovery by Tegan. Of course, lengthy like her brother Casey.
Agreed.
That one is going to go out of bounds off of Monroe. It's going to stay with Oregon. Tegan Schenecker will inbound. They go over the top to Sam Schmidt. Sam has Evans wide open. Instead goes inside, trying to get Bastion. McKenna Carroll grabs the tip and then grabs her own rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds to Oregon. So 3rd chance coming for Oregon. Of course, we talked about all night how Monroe has not done a very good job grabbing offensive rebounds. Panthers are just racking them up with Nineheist and Carroll. 3 subs for Monroe as they do half a line change. Tegan wanted Bastion instead to Evans. Good move by Reese, unable to knock down the layup. Got a bit too far under the hoop, and it's a tough shot. Here is Abigail Matley. Works left, guarded by Schmidt. That's a travel. Yep, good call by the refs. Christina Hammer travels. The 6'3" sophomore towers over basically everyone else, it seems. I don't think she's 6'3". I think she's taller than that. Here is Schmidt. They send it over to Tegan Schenecker. Here is Sam Schmidt, goes inside around Hammer, and the layup is good. Good move over the taller Christina Hammer, and it's good for players who are shorter than most, like maybe yourself. Sometimes you find Evan to be shorter than a lot of the people down in the post, and you're able to still have good ball control and get layups to go around the contact.
Absolutely.
Here's a 3 that is no good from Brinley Roy. That's going to be a foul against Monroe. I mean, I know, Evan, I see you a lot working inside, contorting your body and just getting some really tough shots, putting the ball in places that a lot of other guards can't do, and you get those layups to go. It's why you rack up so many points. You're a physical offensive player, physical defensive player. Of course, that comes from football where, like we talked about, you're going to play some college ball at the D2 level. And I think it all just adds to your athleticism and your game. Of course, I lift with you all the time in the gym. You're just a strong, athletic dude, and Evan is that guy, folks. Trust me. Here's Bastion. Her 3 is just going to be no good, but Carol to follow is also no good. Another rebound for Oregon.
Lots of congestion in the lane. It appears to be spread out now.
That kick to Evans. They go over to Studebaker, able to get in front of that ball, and the rebound's still being battled for. It's going to be a jump ball. Monroe's going to control. Yeah, like you said, the congestion, that tends to happen a lot, and I specifically think girls basketball more than guys. When girls are going inside to score layups, everyone kind of follows for those rebounds, and I feel like it's a less selfish game, everyone kind of going for the rebounds, whereas you see more in boys basketball, like a lot of the defenders just giving up the layup in the one-on-one, maybe in the two-on-one with some help defense, but not really much board crashing as you see in the girls. There's a 3 that's no good, and an over-the-back foul against Leisinger. So he's going to be a sub. It's Sydney Conway with just under 10 minutes to play. Going to take the place of Lindsay Leisinger. There's Brooke Bastion with it. Shot 3 from Tegan Schenecker is going to be too strong. It's going to go out of bounds. Here is Sophia Douglas, gives up to Sydney Conway. Conway guarded by Tracy outside, gives up to Taylor Jacobson. On the outside, Sophia Douglas works with Sydney Conway now. Jacobson at the free throw line level, gives outside to Conway again. The handoff outside to Douglas. Bastion got a hand on that one, and here she goes on the fast break. Layup is no good.
It's an unfortunate bounce off the rim.
Once again, though, McKenna Carroll getting the rebound, as she has done so many times tonight. Good pass from Bastion, wide open is Carroll, and I would say that's her specialty. I've seen her make a lot of open mid-range jumpers this year from about that distance, and they have an inbounds play where she just kind of stands right about there, and she's made that about as many times as they've ran it. Conway, they pass it out to a mid-range jumper for Sophia Douglas. 53-12 your score. Panthers lead by 41. Here's Bastion with it. Finds Evans. Bastion drives, kicks to Tracy. Once again to Evans. A little bit of a slower offensive style this now from the Panthers as they're up by so many points. They're not looking to attack as much, but still getting open shots and still getting them to go as Tegan Cheneker slips open in the low post, pressured though. Here's a three from Tracy, it's good.
She's an amazing shooter after watching some of these games.
Yeah, she gets going from beyond the arc, and she's definitely hard to slow down. We saw that against Baraboo, had 4 first-half threes, wanted to break the record, but unfortunately, as they were up by about 40 points like they are tonight, Claire did not get much playing time in the second half, and unfortunately was not able to break the record there. And now 2 threes for her. Kind of was in a slump, like I had mentioned, was 0 for 8 from 3 going into tonight on her last three games or so, and now tonight kind of breaking out of that slump. 2 for 4 from 3 from her tonight. 50% always a number that you're extremely happy with from 3. The number that defines a good shooter, a solid shooter from a good shooter, or a good shooter to a great shooter, is between 40 to 45% from 3. You're shooting at that clip, you definitely know that you're a pretty good three-point shooter, and that's what Quinton Bush was doing for the Panthers before. Of course, missed a couple of games now, but yeah, Quinton was shooting at a great clip. I think he's sitting at about 52% from 3. He'll be back in a couple of games. I know just dealing with some injury-type things. Clock is running now, of course, over 30 points in the second half is a running clock. Hey, there's Olivia Nice with a block. Good recovery. Golembiski got pretty wide open on that inbounds play, and Olivia Nice, pretty tall and lanky for a girl, able to swat that one off the windows over there, as a 3 from Jacobson is no good. Here comes Olivia Nice. Euro step left hand is too strong off the basket. Great move by Olivia to get to the hoop and a clean look, and unfortunately kind of just couldn't finish the clip. Here's a good look from 3 is good. Sophia Douglas, the left-handed jumper. I think all lefties, they have that kind of sort of stroke. It just looks so clean. That's going to be a kickball.
Like Caden Diaz.
Exactly, like Caden Diaz. And of course, another great Panther shooter. Been playing a lot better as of late, last couple of games. Of course, lost his spot in the starting lineup, but then regained it. And now just shooting great for the Panthers, being a really big contributor in this last couple of games. Same can be said for Vaughn Carvalho, just been a great player these last 5 games. We calculated it out since those couple of players went down with the injuries. Vaughn has been averaging 16.7 points per game. He went from about 4 to 16 in that time span. Of course, the first game off of the injuries where he gained a more prominent role in the rotation at 28 against Milwaukee Marshall in that invitational. That was a great pass from McKenna Carroll, setting up her teammate Delaney Nineheis for an easy layup, and it's 58-15 now, 43-point lead.
When you say lefty stroke, it really reminds me of Adam Jeremiahson. Great shooter.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a bucket. Adam Jeremiahson, great shooter. He'll get his chance next year for the Panthers. Should see some minutes in the rotation, and he's going to make him count. I've been talking to him. He's raring to go next season, and he's been in the lab a lot, getting ready to work. I see him down there enjoying the student section tonight. And Adam is definitely a guy who, in the lab, is always working.
Some subs here for Monroe, as we're getting down to the final minutes of the game.
There's a turnover off the inbounds. Tegan Schenecker to the hoop. Scoop layup, no good. Follow from Carroll off the rebound. Finds Bastion, wide open 3, no good. Too short. That's going to go off of Monroe, I do believe, out of bounds. Here is Bastion. Dump off inside. Carroll, pull up, no good. Rebound batted around for. It's going to go off of Oregon. Last touch out of bounds. Couple more subs for Monroe, getting the end of the bench into the game now. I expect Coach Walmsley probably to do the same. Score is 60-15 here in OCA Media. Leisinger, it's off her hands out of bounds. There it is. Lucy Carlson going to go check in for Oregon. Here's Bastion. Step inside. Scheneker's floater is good. Good move from young Tegan Scheneker. Great job. That's a baseline drive off of Monroe, or off of Oregon last touch.
Good inbound set from Monroe, able to pick up an easy 2 points.
Here is Carroll, soft touch, it's good. There's Leisinger with it. Leisinger to the far corner, baseline off of Carroll out of bounds. That one flipped up, no good, off of Oregon last touched. Back the other way, Scheneker to the hoop, it's good. Minute and 20 to go in the game. Clock ticking, it's good. Here's Brinley Roy, loses it, able to keep it in bounds, but a turnover as Panthers, Kennedy Eslick and Lucy Carlson checked in last time. Two players who also played JV for the Panthers, just got done with their first game, now playing another one. Here's Carroll wide open, pass inside to Eslick, up and good. Kennedy Eslick with the left hand. Clock down to about 30 seconds to go. 68-17, Panthers up 51 points. That's off the hands of Leisinger. Able to get it back, pulls up from the mid-range, no good. Carroll the rebound, and I expect that to probably do it from Oregon High School. I would imagine. We'll see if the Panthers will take another shot or not. I doubt it, and yeah, that's gonna do it. So now we'll say this game is brought to you with support from our generous sponsors, Bill's Food Center, Stoughton Health, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Join our team today and help support our student athletes. And by the Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard, we're here to help. Oregon cares. On behalf of the OCA Media Sports Production Crew, thank you for watching Panther basketball on OCA Media Sports. Panthers win by 51. Hey, we hear that. I don't know if you guys heard that, but Coach Walmsley's 100th win as the coach of the Panthers. Next game for you guys on OCA Media will be Thursday against Sauk Prairie as the boys in a big conference matchup with the Silver Eagles. We'll have that one for you and much more on OCA Media, but now me and Evan say goodnight along with my cameraman Corbin Graff. Good night, everyone, from OCA Media.